bad at...
No wonder you're a master. Second-rate items anyway.
Yeah. I guess I'll host an expedition with the adventurers guide.
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember.
The case before us is a...
Traveler.
Oh, fancy meeting.
Thanks to the help of people like you. But I've been feeling distracted at work lately. Nothing. He's always said. Anyway, my father's. He seems very.
Sure. Uncle Tim, we're here to chat with you.
Oh? What a lovely surprise. Welcome, Oishi. I heard that you've been traveling all over the... Oishin told you, didn't she? Don't worry, I'm quite all right. It's, as I grow older, I'm starting to find that with many, I am still very much in good standing as the Tianshu today.
How difficult is it to transfer the Tianshu position?
Oh, well, you see, the Tianshu is a rather unique position among the Liyue Qixing. Historically speaking, the Tianshu rare. We also want to keep any prospective Tianshu candidates free. For these reasons, the incumbent
So in other words, you pick someone, and then Lady Kuching, Lady Ningguang...
Correct. Not to despair, however, because I found someone exceptionally capable to act on my behalf.
Oh? Who is it?
I'm heartbroken. I thought it might take you a little longer than...
It's Yelan!
Jackpot. Uncle Tian here asked, fancy joining me? You'll be among the...
What do you think? Paimon thinks so too. It can't be a bad thing to be on good terms with a new Qixing or...
All right then. Though, I gotta say, Uncle Tian, you say you're into behind-the-scenes planning? My work's...
Huh? Yelan, you want to be the next...
I'm not opposed to the idea, but I suspect Ningguang wouldn't let you go very easy. So, how about this? If you're investigating...
Deal. Well, meet me on the first... Oh, and... You're all set?
Uncle Tian seems really worn down.
Yeah, it may sound harsh. So he's recommended 3 candidates. Their names... Qinwei is a wealthy entrepreneur. Mingbo works at the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. And Zhi is focused on study and travel. Try to keep all that in mind. Of course, it doesn't really matter if you forget since...
Qianwei, Mingbo, Zhi. Paimon should be able to remember their names, but what does the assessment involve exactly?
Let's leave that until we get to you. All right. Heads in the game, people.
Got it. We'll keep our...
No, my sword!
Treasure hunting. A valiant endeavor. Body and mind.
While the Millilith stands guard,
Time to act.
evil shall never prevail.
Body and mind.
My legs are getting sore. What is wrong with this assessment officer? This is a huge occasion and I don't even get a chair. I've dealt with all kinds of people in my time, but never have I been made to stand while I'm waiting for an appointment.
Oh, I think it's fine.
That's called being complacent.
Oh, come on.
All right, you two. Let's not... Qianwei, that was a bit uncalled for. And Mingbo, cut him some... Look, how about this? There's no rule saying we're obliged to stand up while we wait, so why don't we borrow some chairs?
Fine.
It looks like all 3 candidates have arrived. We'll meet them for... I've split it into 2 stages. Current affairs and planning. And in the first stage, candidates are required to submit a manifesto for Liyue's development. Writing a manifesto takes time, so I informed them of this requirement in advance. These are the reports they submitted.
Wow. One of them is really thick.
It's also worth mentioning a stipulation I gave them. Whoever is appointed as the new Tianshu will be expected to implement their plan as put forward in their manifesto. Failing the occurrence of some cataclysmic event, they will not be permitted to change their plan. There's still some time. Have a skim through. Get a first. I'll be waiting off to the side. Just let me know when you're done. Finished, huh?
Everyone took it very...
Of course they did. And keep in mind, whoever gets in has to execute... That's for me to know and you to... We'll see the candidates now. Let's do one at a time.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh? So you two are the assessment officers, are you? I had assumed that given the great import of this situation, Lady Ningguang would perhaps be assessing us in person. I certainly hadn't imagined I'd be seeing two I trust you've read through my manifesto? I'd be more than happy to clarify any details you found difficult.
Mind your tone, mister.
Relax. It wasn't intended as a personal slight against anyone in particular. Cloud Retainer? You know this Adeptus? Oh, yes, I remember now. You must be the traveler that people are constantly talking about. With your sterling reputation, you must have a respectable level of erudition. Perhaps you will be able to understand the concepts I have put forth.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yes. Please.
I'm, Mingbo. I work in the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I've worked there for, 9 years, 5 months, and 3 days. I have 12 active cases at the moment. They should be... My current work is related to urban planning, and I'm also responsible for, auditing the accounts. To be more precise, there are 3 parts.
Is it just Paimon?
You know what? Let's leave the self-introduction.
Oh,
Hello. Not gonna lie, what would you like to know? You're here to assess me, so ask away.
Your manifesto is very wide in its scope, but you don't seem to be personally involved in many of the specific fields. How can you be sure that you have the ability to put your plan into action?
Very fair question. I completely understand where you're coming from. But I'm confident in my plan. I've visited many different places, talked to lots of... Of course, 2 different problems can be interconnected in very complicated ways. And you might...
How do you plan to determine whether you are right or wrong about your proposed solution being the optimal one?
A great question. Well, I'd start by having my colleagues and the secretaries of the Yuehai Pavilion evaluate any proposals before... If it turned out that my judgment was to blame for poor results...
Nice answer. All right.
He seems like a great guy.
Here's my take on what we just learned. As you saw, Qianwei is highly knowledgeable. He proposes many excellent ideas, but he is very proud and incredibly stubborn. He doesn't care. Mingbo's plan is more thorough and more measured. You can tell he's meticulous in his work, very detail-oriented. But he and Qianwei are otherwise polar opposites. Mingbo is not very articulate and comes across as very timid in conversation.
Perfect summary. Paimon couldn't agree.
Last but not least, Zhi. His manifesto is full of pertinent details. The depth he goes into in each and every area means it can only be a product of painstaking work. Plus, he is modest and good at dealing with people. But what really interests me is that many of his views happen to coincide with Uncle Tien's. Having someone like Zhi take the position would certainly put Uncle Tien's mind at...
Great!
We'll see.
Time to act. Body and mind.
I see. Then it's more or less as I anticipated.
All right, then let me ask this. The ideas in Jur-E's manifesto are very similar to your own. Is there any particular reason behind this?
Oh, I didn't want to say anything when I gave you the list of candidates, for fear of affecting your judgment. But I can tell you now. Those 3 candidates have all studied under me in the past. It's only natural that they share some similarities with me. But Xin Wei went on to focus on his business, and Ming Bo has always been occupied with his work at the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Of all of them, Juri was with me for the longest duration.
Whoa! So how did you get to know them all, Uncle Tian?
Chen Wei was referred to me by an old friend. Ming Bo came to my attention in the course of my work. We first met while fishing. Juri came from a poor family, and his parents died when he was very young. But he was a gift. He reminded me of a younger version of myself. So I started out giving him a few words of advice when we were out quite. And now the young are growing.
I don't know, Uncle Tian.
Oh, you.
Sounds like you...
Ooh, there's...
Fresh fish soup.
Doesn't it? When we've been fishing, that flavor makes for a fond memory. But at my age, who knows how many more chances...
Let's get back.
Had you not had this decision, remember.
Understood. Come on.
Bye-bye, Uncle Tian. So, his manifesto was...
Easy. Let's not rush.
Huh?
No, nothing like that. The biggest no-no in intelligence work is to... For example...
Yes?
Lady Yelan, what are your orders?
Did they scare you? These 2 are, as my trusted assistants. They are always standing guard nearby. They also... Shanghua is a business expert who gets his information by trading.
That meathead must have been out there on sea surveillance for some time now.
Nothing can take...
Shanghua, visit all the commerce guilds and look into Qianwei's background. Wenyuan, go to the Ministry of Civil Affairs and look...
Yes, ma'am.
So what about Juri?
Jur-E. Well, obviously, let's go to the docks first.
If we're looking for... He does business...
Huh.
What's Polite doing here today?
Look, come on. I accidentally even... All right. I'll let you in on a little secret. The boss of Second Life also wants to buy from me, but I haven't if you won't take it... Okay.
Oh, what are you doing here? And to be clear...
Actually...
Juri, I've heard a story about him. They say one of his neighbors was terribly rude to him all the time. But Juri never retaliated. He returned cruelty with kindness.
He sounds like a decent...
Why are you asking about... Well then...
Where?
It's him, all right. Looks like he's chatting with Lin Long. Come on, try not to...
I'll just go and fetch an employment contract. And hey, don't try and cut me out of this.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
What are you waiting for? We won't hear anything at this rate. Try not to let him see you.
I understand. Let's walk and talk.
My friend, what can I get you?
So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
The truth is, an old friend of mine, who likes to have a drink now and then. He fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful.
What's the hurry? Don't get too close, or he'll see you. Try not to...
I understand. Let's walk and talk. So, you were looking to buy a wineware set? Oh, now I can see that you're a connoisseur, so I won't bother trying to con you. I trust you understand our shop quite well?
The truth is, an old friend of mine, who likes to have a drink now and then. He fancies himself as a man of culture, but doesn't care for needless extravagance. So I thought I might buy him a set of high-quality fakes.
How very thoughtful of you. Leave it to me, then. Come and collect it at Shigu Antiques whenever is convenient.
Thank you very much, Miss Linlong.
It's my pleasure, Mr. Juri. These days, it's quite rare for someone of your standing to still keep up with their old friends. It's nice to see. I'll be sure to pick out a good set for you. You can count on me. Juri seems to get along really well. Are you satisfied now, Yelan?
We shouldn't jump to conclusions.
Wait,
Maybe I am. You'll be able to try all the finest food for...
we really